Hello YouTube. In this section I will talk about the matrix. What's the matrix? The matrix is an artificial reality that is sustained by the continuous conditioning of people's minds. And it is also a manifestation of the idea that your ego is supreme. And you see this matrix, this artificial reality. In order for it to exist, the minds of people have to be conditioned. You have to implant various beliefs in people's minds, and these people who have been conditioned, they will become useful to the matrix, because you have to understand that you cannot have the matrix, that artificial reality, and have the majority of people as free spirits. The two are incompatible. No, I'm going to give you examples of beliefs that help to create and sustain the matrix and comment on them. For example, the idea that you were born a sinner, and this one is of course promoted by religion. Now, how can you be born a sinner when on one hand Adam and Eve, it said that they committed the original sin thousands to millions of years ago, and then on the other hand Jesus died for your sins. So if Jesus died for your sin, doesn't his sacrifice nullify the original sin? But yet you're still born a sinner. That doesn't make sense. So what's the purpose behind promoting this idea? It is to convince you that you're inherently flawed. You're not good enough. Religion wants you to feel bad about yourself. And anyone who has studied manipulation, mind control, all that stuff knows that people who feel bad about themselves are easier to control than happy people. Speaking of happiness, another belief that is promoted by the matrix is the idea that happiness must be earned. Now, what is at the root of unhappiness? It is actually your deep-rooted beliefs, and the collection of all those deep-rooted beliefs that you have, they lead to you feeling like you're incomplete, inadequate, you're unworthy. And then the ego steps in. The ego says, okay, you're not happy, but at least you can become better than others. And if you become better than others, then you get to feel good about yourself. So you may not be happy, but at least you can feel good about yourself. That's good enough, right? And see, religion has also been exploiting this belief that happiness must be earned, because it says, yeah, understand that happiness is not supposed to be experienced right here, right now, here on earth, but you can be happy in the afterlife. And if you want to get there, just follow my instructions. And here's the thing, happiness is actually the most natural thing ever. Happiness is your inherent state. How do I know that? Well, just look at children. The large majority of children, as long as they are taken care of and they are not living in an abusive home, they are actually happy, very full of life. That's how I know that happiness is your inherent state, and you're actually conditioned out of it. Because like I said, the matrix needs conditioned people in order to sustain itself. Next belief, I must prove my worth to society, to others. But who wants you to prove your worth to others? It's the matrix and your ego. Because see, society says, if you want to feel good about yourself, since you're not happy, but you want to feel good about yourself, just prove that you're worthy of that feeling to me. So you can follow this path, that path, you can become a doctor, an engineer, someone with a respectable title, you can become a celebrity, rich, whatever, but just prove your worth to me. And there's also this idea that if you're leading a simple life, this is a sign of mediocrity. Oh, you're living a simple life. That's so mediocre. That's what your ego is telling you. Because your ego, it hates, it loves simplicity. It wants to feel special, to stand out, to be grandiose, to be more than others. So the ego hates simplicity. That's why a lot of people, even though when they're living a simple life, they envy celebrities, rich people, because they think their ego is telling them that these people are better than you. Okay. Another belief. I own, therefore I am. So here's the idea that things outside of you are a reflection of your value. This is how a lot of people become materialistic. They chase money, they chase nice things, things that are expensive, because they believe that these things can increase their value. And that's why a lot of people covet they want to have an attractive wife or rich spouse, because these people have status. They are better than others, and if I can attach myself to these people, then I am also better than others. But what a lot of people don't think about is that if the things outside of you can increase your value, then when you lose those things, then you will feel like you lost in personal value, because you've been seeing these things as an extension of you, and something happens that cuts these things away from you, so you feel like you lost something, you lost in value. It's all an illusion. And for example, you see marriage. Marriage, in my opinion, it is rooted in the illusion of ownership, because you sign a contract and then you say, I own you now. And then you see, when you've been married to that person for years, and you kept referring to that person as my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife. You see the power of repetition. You talk your way into an illusion, the illusion that you own that person. And then what happens? Infidelity. Your spouse cheats on you and you get angry. Why do you get angry? You get angry because how dare you break our contract? We had a contract, a written contract. You did not respect it. And you think you are mad because the person cheated on you. That's partly true. But in my opinion, the deeper reason behind your anger is because that this person, by the act of cheating, she or he slapped you back into reality. You had a pleasant illusion going on in your mind, and that person, by cheating, he or she brought you back into reality. And that hurts. Now, what sustains the matrix?